Okay, I'm probably going to do a couple of videos tonight. First thing is on the new law, the new proposal that's come out. There's a list of total of 8 of them, but one bill it seems to have bipartisan support is for automatic voter registration. Now, on the surface, it just seems, as someone pointed out online, a gentleman with our voice who understands the election integrity issues, pointed out it just seems useless, superficially. That's all it seems like. But the problem is, it's not useless. The problem is that it's a bait and switch, and it's saying something that's completely different than what it actually is. We have no election integrity. This is not going to take away the ability for you to be purged from the voter registration rolls. This isn't going to take away the fact that your poll site could be changed at the last minute without, with absolutely no or almost no notification from if you're disabled, from an accessible location to an inaccessible location, from a place that might be close to your job to really far away. It doesn't change, again, it doesn't really change anything except it puts at least initially more people onto the voter registration rolls, which is to say all of them. But the problem is that now that if this goes through, everyone will be, at least in theory, automatically registered to vote, whether that's done via your Social Security card and accessed via that, or done via your state-issued ID, photo ID. Either way, it's a privacy problem because now your vote will be tracked and in the same lineup as that critical private piece of data in line in the same frickin' database. So all of a sudden now, either your Social Security records, or your driving history, will be now in the same database as your voting history. Which is sick. And it's a total violation of privacy that they're doing via this. Now, I'm not against photo ID. I'm actually not. I'm fine. Someone online is talking with us about this. Dunstan mentioned that there are indeed programs for affordability. So once you mention that, I'm like, okay, you know what? As long as ID is affordable, I have no issues. You know what? You take out your voter registration card, confirmation card. You take out your picture ID. You show them both, and you're good. Okay. That's actually something I would love to see nationwide, okay? But it must be both. Because without that voter card, the separation of the databases, the separation of the information, all of a sudden it's a huge privacy problem. I want to be able to track my affidavit ballot if I have to put in one. But that needs to be done via my voter registration card. And if it's not done via that, which it won't be because of this new voter registration law that registers, in theory, everyone, which it probably will, but then you'll be purged, and then what recourse do you have exactly? That creates an even bigger problem. It now allows them to completely delete your ID from the system, or claim that you don't live where you live, or claim that your Social Security number is wrong and you have to put it in again and again, or whether it's done by your driver's license, or your official state ID, if you're non-driver's license ID, or via your Social Security card. Slightly different violation sets in terms of databases, but both extreme. And again, this won't fix election integrity problems. This won't change the fact that you can get easily purged, from the immediate rolls. I was half purged from the voter registration rolls. This won't change the fact that you could get unauthorized party affiliation changes. This won't change the fact that your vote can be electronically flipped or changed in the machines, in the voting machines. This won't change the accuracy rate of the ballot marking assistance devices, which have a 29% error rate in terms of the ones that we use. I know in California and New York we use, okay, for the most part. They're the machines that allow pretty much all different kinds of disabilities to use and fill out their ballots, which then, paper ballots, which then get scanned into the machine to be counted. But the actual assistance device, that's the 29% error rate, and then from there you scan it into a machine that may well then be flipping most of our votes from Green and or Libertarian and other smaller political parties to Republican and Democrat. So again, this national automatic voter registration, it doesn't change any of those problems. It doesn't fix any of them. It doesn't fix any of the hackability in terms of the network to gather and transmit voter totals either. It just condenses the databasing so that your privacy is violated under the name of enhancing voting rights. So again, please, folks, look at what they're doing. Please pay attention. I'm seeing this is just 6 minutes up. Let me cover the Medicare for All. It does indeed seem like they are pulling a bait and switch. They're trying to... First, they were confusing people, which wasn't hard to do because many people were already doing it on their own. Medicare for All for single payer in terms of for universal health care. Now it seems that they're pushing Medicare for All, and they may very well indeed fully push through Medicare for All, claiming that it's full-on single payer, which it's frickin' not. It's nowhere near it. I have an article on Medium. I'm on MeWe. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Gab. I'm on Minds a little bit. Yes, Medium. But I'm probably going to add a Vimeo channel. Maybe Vimeo. I'm not sure. But it's just sick. I understand Debbie Lusigna saying that she thinks that they're going to do Medicare for All, push it through and say that it's single payer, and then let that fail and say, oh, single payer failed. It's like, that's why it's more important to me. We need to, and I'm one of the people leading the charge, single payer, as in what they're advertising in terms of all the statements of what they're saying Medicare for All will do. Full non-tiered single payer is not Medicare expansion. It is not Medicare for All. Medicare, unless you buy supplement plans and unless you try and get through all the other coverage coverage gaps, it's almost like having nothing. And to me, it's actually worse than nothing because it's a bunch of false promises saying, oh, you could get checkups and oh, you could get hospitals, but after that, you can't do anything. You can't get any care. I'm 33 years old. A nursing home, a hospital, an assisted living facility, thankfully aren't really all that useful to me. Okay, they're freaking not. So, and before they had any kind of this Medicaid expansion, or most states had Medicaid, hospitals and medical clinics all had programs for charity cases for severe medical need that would cover you. Okay? They really frickin' did. Not that they actually covered every single situation, not that they covered as many situations as now exist, but it was frickin' close. They had something. Now, you might actually get worse care because very rarely do doctors accept sliding scale fees anymore. that's kind of gone out the window as they weed through all the possible insurance programs that you might have, and then don't even include payment schedule if you really know that you need care, but you know medical insurance won't cover it. What happens is you get stuck at the end with a huge bill and you can't pay it. So if anything, it leaves you worse than you were before they added all these government insurance programs. And that's why full non-tiered single payer is needed, because it could bring back the marketplace the way, in essence, the sliding scale fee used to work, except it will no longer be a sliding scale. It'll be freaking covered. But yes, you'll be able to go from different doctors who might do it better in your area and see which specialist is really for you. Because sometimes it's not even a matter of quality of care provider. Sometimes it's a matter of personalities just don't mix. Okay, sometimes it's a matter of styles don't mix. And out of respect to for some doctors that they're really not my style, but they're really good doctors, I have to say that that's one of the reasons that full non-tiered single payer will work better for them and for me, even though I'll never visit them, because I want them to do well with the person that's right for them, and I want me to find someone else that's right for me. So, and again, if everyone is covered, then everyone could really specialize and get down to real patient care, to the real one-to-one relationship that makes these care provider relationships really work well when you get the proper people together, and really kill a lot of people when they don't, and when people are just stuck with saying money, money, money. So again, two big things to think about: medical care, voting rights, privacy rights. Shalom.